Welcome to Top USA News Channel. Breaking news. North Korea crisis, Trump and Vladimir Putin in crunch talks today to stop World War III. Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin will kickstart another round of crunch talks in a bid to quell the threat of North Korea amid fears of World War III breaking out. Kim Jong-un's repeated back and forth with the U.S. president has led to fears of conflict erupting on the Korean peninsula that could bring superpowers China, Russia and the U.S. to the brink of war. Now Russian President Mr. Putin, who has long criticized the Republican firebrand's approach to the Hermit Kingdom, is set to discuss the North Korean crisis in a phone call with the U.S. leader later today. A Kremlin aide confirmed the two will also discuss the ever-growing Korean crisis. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said earlier today the conversation will also focus on Syrian President Bashar al-Assad's visit to Russia, which he made on Monday. Russia has long claimed the U.S. approach to applying political pressure on North Korea is a wasted effort, with Mr. Putin himself hitting out at the Trump administration's bellicose rhetoric. In an article released by the Kremlin, the Russian president wrote, Russia believes that the policy of putting pressure on Pyongyang to stop its nuclear missile program is misguided and futile. Provocations, pressure and militarist and insulting rhetoric are a dead-end road. However, the influence of Moscow carries weight in Pyongyang following Russia's decision to write off $10 billion of debt owed from the Soviet era. Earlier this week, Syrian President Bashar al-Assad traveled to Sochi, Russia, to meet with Mr. Putin following Moscow's support in the ongoing Syrian conflict. The Syrian president praised his Russian counterpart for his political and military support during the conflict, reportedly saying, "Thanks to the Russian army, Syria was saved as a state." Al-Assad said, "During this period, great achievements have been made, both directly on the battlefield and politically. Some areas of Syria have been liberated from terrorists, and the Syrians who were forced to leave them earlier could return to these areas. We must admit that this operation allowed us to promote a political settlement in Syria." The despot added he was counting on Russia's support to find a political settlement in the war-torn nation. He said, "We count on Russia's support to ensure that external players do not interfere in the political process and that from the outside they only support the process that the Syrians themselves will lead." Thanks to watching. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. Thanks you.